we shall do the revision of chapter 14, compound interest. So few of the important points which you need to remember in this chapter is what I am going to discuss here. Which formula, how to remember, about the concept, etc. Okay. First of all, you should know what do you mean by compound interest. You all have heard the word about interest, isn't it? But you have already studied about simple interest, but compound interest is what you are going to study, or you have studied in this 8th standard. It is a completely new topic, correct? Now what do you mean by compound interest? I will explain with the help of one example. Suppose you have 10,000 rupees with you, okay, and you thought, now you are in 8th standard, you thought that you will deposit this in bank as FD, for fixed deposit, for 1 year. That means when you are in 9th standard, next year in the month of March, you are planning to withdraw this, okay. You are keeping 10,000 rupees for 1 year. Now bank will say that you will get interest of, suppose, 1% or 10%, we will take 10% interest, okay. So how much will be the interest amount? When you calculate, what happens here? 0 0 gets cancelled. So how much you are getting? Extra is rupees 1,000, okay. Now what was this 10,000? This is the money which you had, which is called as P, which stands for principal. What you calculated here, what is this 10? So that 10% is called as rate of interest, okay. And when you calculated, you got this much amount as interest. This is called as what? Interest, okay. So when you reach in 9th standard, total amount, how much you get? What do you mean by total amount? That is first what you invested, which is nothing but principal, plus you will also get the interest, that is 1,000 extra. At 10% you are getting extra, so you will add interest also, correct? So here what you are getting? Principal, that means the first amount which you have deposited in bank, plus the interest which you are getting, that is 1,000 rupees extra. So total you are getting how much? 11,000 rupees, isn't it? So this 11,000 rupees is nothing but your amount. I hope the concept, principal, interest, amount, what it is all about, you all understood. First, initially how much it is there, that is called as principal. At what rate you are getting this? 10%. So this percentage is called as rate of interest. And then the amount which you get, so when you calculate this percentage, how much percentage amount you are getting here, that is 1,000, called as interest. Amount means it will include first what you have invested, also the interest what your bank is giving to you, so that becomes your amount, okay. Now what do you mean by compound interest in this case? Compound interest means, now suppose in 9th standard March you feel that okay, let this money be safe and I'll keep it for 1 more year, that is when I reach 10th standard I will take this money. So again you said no, I wanted to keep this for FD again. So bank will say okay, 10% interest you will get when you take this money after 1 year. So from which amount you are getting the interest? You are getting the interest on 11,000 and not 10,000. So in case of compound interest, the principal amount goes on changing. On what is the next? With interest, the included amount which is there, again 10% you will get. So when we calculate how much we are getting here, 1,100 extra. This is interest. And for the second year, so how much amount you will get then? You have invested 11,000 rupees and plus you are getting 1,100 again. 0 0 1 2. So you will get, when you reach in 10th standard, you will get how much amount in your hand? 12,100. So you can see the interest is not same. First year you were getting 1000, second year it is increased 100 rupees, you are getting 1100, isn't it? So it doesn't remain the same, so that is called as what? Compound interest. I hope the meaning of compound interest is clear to you. So on the amount it is always calculated, so the interest keeps on changing. Now in this chapter we are not going to find out every year how much it will be there. For that there is one easy formula. With the help of that you can avoid all the steps. Okay, so what is the formula which you have studied? You have studied the formula to calculate amount is equal to P, that is stands for principal, 1 plus rate of interest denoted by letter R upon 100 raised to N. N means what? Number of years. A means amount. P means principal. R is rate of interest. Okay. So here amount, we can just cross check whether we are getting 12,100. Principal was what? Initially how much you have deposited? 10,000 rupees. Correct. So that only we will take here 10,000. Okay. In the bracket 1 plus. What is the rate? 10%. And how many years you are depositing it for? 2 years. So N will be 2 years. So let's check what answer we are getting. 10,000. What you can do here? 0, 0 gets cancelled. So what you get? 1 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 2. Further when you solve, 10,000 into. Now how you are going to do it? You are going to cross multiply. Here no number is there. If you want you can put upon 1. So 1 tens are 10 plus 1 ones are 1 upon 10 raised to 2. Okay. So here what you get total? 10,000. 10 plus 1 is 11 upon 10 the whole square. As it is square, write it 2 times and multiply 10,000 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10. Why we are writing it 2 times? Because it is square. Check what can be cancelled here. 1 0 1 0, 1 more 0, 1 more 0. So nothing is remaining. It's 1 in the denominator. So we just have to avoid that. Divided by 1 is that same number. So what is remaining? Write down 100 into 11 into 11. 11 11s are 121 and into 100. So you are getting how much? 12,100 rupees. So this is the amount which you get. Amount is equal to 12,100 rupees. So if you want to find out how much was the compound interest, so how you are going to write? Compound interest is equal to amount minus what? Principal. Amount we have just now calculated, that is 12,100 minus what is the principal? First what you have invested? 10,000 rupees. So what you are getting? How much you are getting? 2,100 rupees as the compound interest. Okay. Students, you can see 1,000 plus 1,100. Total you are getting 2,100 after how many years? After 2 years. So in spite of doing all this calculation again and again, it is easy. It has become easy with the help of this formula to find out amount and compound interest. So that is the reason you have the formula to calculate amount and compound interest. So the formula is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. With this, it has become easy to solve further and find out the answer. Okay. So this is one of the important formula which you know. So we have seen what is compound interest and how it is calculated, the formula, etc. Students, another topic which you have to study is about depreciation. Now what do you mean by depreciation over here? So for example, you have purchased a mobile phone. Suppose it is costing how much? 10,000 rupees. Okay. After 1 year, you feel okay, this is old fashioned, or some problem might have happened to your mobile phone, or it has broken, etc. Whatever it may be, you went to the shop and you told, I want to sell this phone. Now you tell me whether you're going to get full 10,000 rupees or you're going to get more than 10,000 rupees. Yes? No, you're not going to get it. Always you will get less than 10,000. It can be even 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, but never you will get it for 10,000 only. The amount which you have purchased, same amount you are not going to get when you sell your phone. Not only in case of phone, also in case of television. Suppose you purchased a new TV and you are going to sell that and purchase another TV. You will never get the amount what you have purchased. That same amount or more than that you are not going to get it. It can be any electronic items, any furniture, etc. Okay, so any those type of assets which you have, when you go to sell it, you are not going to get the same amount or more than that. So in such case, so what happens, the value of that product goes on decreasing year by year. So that decrease in the value or the reduction in the value of a product or an asset over a period of time or over a use, what happens, it is called as what? That word is called as depreciation. Okay, so that is the meaning of depreciation. Now about the calculation of depreciation in practice at 14.2, you have few questions, correct? So how you are going to calculate? You are going to use the amount formula for compound interest only, but the names will change there, letters will be same, the meaning will change over there, and most important thing is the sign. 1 minus r upon 100 will come there. Okay, let's see how it has to be there. Depreciation, students. Okay, if you want to see how much is the value of a product or an asset after a few years, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, so what you are going to do, you are going to use the same formula. A is equal to P1, and in case of plus, what you are going to put here as minus r upon 100 raised to n. Now here A will be the value of stock over a period of time. It can be any years. This will be the P will be actual cost of the product which you have purchased. R will be same. It will be rate of depreciation. Okay, the rate of depreciation, suppose 10%, 20%, whatever it is, it will be given. N stands for how many years? Okay, number of years. Only this is the change what is there. What happens? What is a change over here? It will be minus sign, not plus sign, in case of calculation of depreciated amount of that asset or any product. A stands for the value of stock over a period of time. After a few years, how much will be the value of that stock? Obviously, it will be less. P is for actual cost, at what cost it was purchased. R is for rate of depreciation, and N is for number of years. Okay, so this is the formula. Please remember about the sign change here. Clear? So I will be sending a worksheet to you all students. So based on that, you are going to practice more and more problems. Solve the worksheet. So see whether any. Today I will be sharing a worksheet with you all based on the compound interest chapter. Few extra questions where you are going to practice those sums. Okay, practice the sums. Try to find out the answer. Please do not use your calculators. Try on your own. Do the calculation. Answer key I will be posting on Tuesday. So I am giving you all 2 days time to solve it. Once it is solved, wait for the answer key to be uploaded. On Tuesday I will be uploading the answer key, so you can cross check your answers. And Tuesday I will be uploading the video of the next chapter. So today we shall stop it here. So please practice, please revise the questions, whatever is there in the compound interest chapter. See the solved examples, how it is solved. Try to solve the miscellaneous exercise and whatever is there in your practice set. Okay, so that's all for today. We shall stop it here, students. Thank you so much everyone. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.